Outside, Akari looks at her cell phone and questions whether it is the information source of this world. First, she needs to learn about this world and does not yet know where the strong ones are. She remarks that it is better than her world, after all, almost like a civilized world. But what stands out is the monster incident. The first gate suddenly appeared in Shibuya, Japan, and monsters pour out from it. Hunters appeared to hunt the monsters. Today, the safety of people's lives is maintained by hunters, and there is also an organization that manages these hunters. There's even a school that trains hunters, and Akari is one of those students. She remarks that smartphones are convenient devices. In other words, monsters come out of these gates, and the people who hunt them are the strong ones. At that moment, an explosion occurs, and panic suddenly stirs among the public. Everyone starts running away, and it is a monster. She smirks and says it is very thoughtful of it to come out so quickly, then drops her bag. The confused man tries to stop her, but she does not listen. They both charge at each other, and a fight breaks out. Meanwhile, at the cabinet office, the workers are panicking because a ZB-class monster has appeared. They cannot believe why such a rare and powerful monster would show up in a residential area, and they order immediate contact with the first branch of the Hunter Guild. The system replies that it will take 30 minutes, and he orders them to reduce it to 10 minutes. He grows frustrated, wondering what he should do next. He considers asking nearby stray hunters for help, but he cannot, since it is a ZB-class monster. It is an undeniable disaster that can only be defeated by multiple A-rank hunters. Such first-class hunters are exclusively held by the Hunter Association, but with civilians suffering heavy damage, there is no other option. Meanwhile, the civilians are shocked. Akari says it is not bad. Since this girl's body is very weak, she had thought the people in this world were not that impressive either, but it is actually quite interesting. If she were to encounter someone of this level on the street, it looks very promising. The civilians remain frightened, while she considers heading to school. Hunters are people who kill monsters, and in other words, it is inevitable that there are strong individuals even stronger than monsters. She orders the hunters to entertain her. At school, a group of students is already waiting for her. One girl remarks that she is surprised Akari can still come after what happened. Akari looks at them, and a smirk appears on her face as she walks toward them. She walks towards them, and the guy greets her, while the girl mocks her, asking if she changed her image and if it isn't excessive. Akari glares at them. The guy is shocked because he notices that something has changed. The other girl replies that she is staying quiet, and the mocking girl says that of course she would, since she was exposed naked with her face all over the media, and she cannot believe she came here again. Akari remembers that something like that was written in the diary, and in her previous world, naked figures were carved as symbols of terror, so she did not care at all, just because it was exposed to the whole world. The guy grabs her and asks if she is listening to him, calling her ugly. She remembers that was written in the diary as well, but she does not think she is ugly now. Ever since the gates opened, people who awakened magical powers started to appear, and the amount of magical power possessed by humans and monsters became expressed in bites. Akari, with Akari's body, has been in the school for 2 years undergoing training, but she is still at the lowest bite class. As a target of bullying, she must have been an easy mark. The guy, annoyed by her, orders her to lend him some money since yesterday was her payday. She questions if he is struggling with money. The guy is shocked as she continues that he owes her 30,000 yen so far, and if he wants to ask to borrow money, he should start by paying it back. He becomes pissed and questions if she is messing with him. The Demon King is confused and says that if he has the same intelligence as this girl, then he should be able to understand the reasoning, and wonders if it is because he is not smart. Another guy comments that she is going to die. The dude is pissed and tells her that he is Kashiwagi, the third-year head. Akari tells him to wait a moment and asks if he is threatening her. He replies that he is, and she wonders to herself if she is being threatened. As the final boss who had continued to reign over the dungeon for 10,000 years, and for over 5,000 years those who thought they could defeat her and challenged her, none of them are left. She never thought that someone like her would be so easily targeted and even be asked for money, and it is a fresh feeling for her, and tears well up in her eyes. The guy questions if she is so scared that she is crying now. At that moment, she grabs him, and everyone else is shocked, and she calmly replies that she appreciates his spirit, but he is too weak. The guy tells her to let go, and she turns around, tells him to come back later, and throws him straight into the wall. The other bullies are shocked, and another dude remarks that it is impossible, and an E rank should just be a little bit better than an average person. Kashiwagi is pissed and says that she's getting cocky. The girl cannot believe he was able to stand up after crashing into the wall. The guy replies that he is a B rank. In this world, hunters are ranked, and B rank and above are called superhumans. Hunters who reach the superhuman realm literally and obviously gain superhuman powers. Kashiwagi is pissed and remarks that he will kill her. Akari laughs at him and tells him to try his best. Inside, another woman remarks that there seems to be quite a disturbance outside, and a man informs her that Kashiwagi has started a fight. She understands and comments that he is as energetic as ever. She adds that he is unmannerly, but having reached the superhuman stage of B rank by his 3rd year, he is certainly a powerful individual, and she pities his opponent. Her name is Majima Cannon, and she is an A-rank hunter as well as the student body president. Meanwhile, Kashiwagi grits his teeth while Akari smiles, calmly waiting for his move. He clenches his fist and charges at her, throwing a straight punch that produces a shockwave, and everyone feels the tremor. He laughs, but to his surprise, she easily blocks it. Akari states that there is one thing she wants to confirm, and she asks if he is included in the group that bullies this girl. He replies that she is correct, and that he is one of the strong ones while she is one of the weak, then tells her to get on her knees and beg, as she always does, and to smile like she's flirting with him. His magical power surges intensely, and one of the girls remarks in shock. Kashiwagi opens a system-like window he has never seen before, swiping through it as a fire appears and forms a fireball, revealing it as a magic skill. The surrounding students panic and begin to run away. Akari notices it and finds it similar to what she has seen before. Kashiwagi continues laughing, but she dismisses it as useless. He is shocked. Akari casts her own magic, forming a fireball, which surprises him, and she reveals that this is the weakest of her spells. He orders her not to mess with him and throws his fireball. She responds by releasing hers as well, and the two collide, causing a massive explosion. The girls are frightened and call her a demon. As the smoke clears, Kashiwagi has been defeated. Akari turns to the others and asks who is next. They all tremble as she reminds them that they still have the advantage in numbers and provokes them to come at her. However, her bloodlust terrifies them, and they begin to flee. This reminds her of the past, and she calls them boring. She uses her magic to pull them back and, with a single kick, sends them crashing into the wall, defeating them completely. She walks toward them, further frightening them, and reveals that she is the last boss, the Demon King. She states that she has no intention of becoming an ally of justice, but she always repays debts. Regarding the body she now inhabits, she declares that she will give a small amount of retribution and demands 3 million. They are confused, and she explains that the 300,000 yen debt plus interest and compensation, along with suffering damages, requires 10 times repayment, totaling 3 million. She adds that no one will pay on their behalf, nor will they earn the money through prostitution. They must earn it through their own blood, sweat, and tears. She further states that they do not have the right to refuse. Fearfully, they all agree. She sighs, thinking that even after reincarnation, not much has changed. Inside the school's basement mock combat room, Cannon and Sayus are present when a man hands her a towel, saying she must be tired. Akari replies that this level is only a light morning workout. At that moment, another man arrives and reports that Kashiwagi has been defeated. Akari calls it lovely and says she likes youths with spirit. However, she adds that he is still a member of her group, and in this country, those who defy her must be educated through physical force.